This episode is made possible by Wix. Build your own professional website with Wix by following the link below. Humans love conspiracy theories, mysteries, and the unexplained. Over the centuries, there have been hundreds of mysterious happenings that seemed supernatural at the time, but were later explained to be caused by something perfectly normal. As disappointing as that can be for some people, it's always fun to learn what it was that had us so stumped. We've got a pretty good track record for debunking the supernatural and otherworldly, but one mystery has managed to stick around for a very, very long time.
Hey, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is an LNS, dude. Well, if there's like another thing, it's rotating.
UFOs, or unidentified flying objects, have captured our imagination since at least as far back as 1561, when the people of Nuremberg reported the appearance of a large black triangular object, accompanied by hundreds of spheres, cylinders, and other oddly shaped objects that flew around erratically overhead. Centuries later, in 1926, Russian mountain climbers spotted something large and shiny that reflected the sun. They had field glasses with them and were able to get a good look at it, and described the object as a shiny body flying from north to south. It is a huge body. One side glows in the sun. It is oval in shape. Then it somehow turns in another direction and disappears into the southwest. Since the very earliest sightings, UFOs have intrigued masses of people around the world. But just how likely is it that any of these objects are really extraterrestrial in nature? In modern times, only about 5 to 20% of UFO sightings can really be considered unidentified. Some of the remaining 80+% are hoaxes, some are computer glitches, some can be attributed to perfectly mundane explanations, like weather balloons, test aircraft, oddly shaped clouds, or oxygen-deprived witnesses. Even for the few examples we can't explain, assuming they're alien vessels would violate Occam's razor, the notion that the simplest explanation is the most likely. The scientific community has decided there's nothing of value to investigate. The military has decided they don't pose a threat to national security. But still, it's fun to wonder what if. For the remainder of this video, we're going to look at a few examples of UFO sightings that have shaken even highly professional military pilots. For about a year, between the summer of 2014 and early 2015, Navy pilots aboard the aircraft carrier Theodore Roosevelt reported almost daily sightings of bizarre aircraft. Now, the human brain is easily tricked, and the sea has a long history of making people see things that aren't really there. But these pilots are highly trained, and assisted by some of the most advanced computer systems in existence. This video, captured by the onboard camera of a Super Hornet, appears to show a spinning top-shaped object flying against the wind at hypersonic speeds. The pilots couldn't see any engines, and the fighter jet's infrared camera didn't detect any exhaust plumes. One pilot, Lieutenant Ryan Graves, a 10-year Navy veteran, reported, "These things would be out there all day. Keeping an aircraft in the air requires a significant amount of energy. With the speeds we observed, 12 hours in the air is 11 hours longer than we'd expect."
Well, if there's like another thing, it's rotating.
Another video shows two pilots trying to track an object moving incredibly quickly above the ocean, and attempting to figure out what it is.
Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at it fly!
Lieutenant Graves also recalls an incident where another pilot was so shaken by a near collision with an unidentified aircraft that an aviation flight safety report was filed. The pilot and his wingman had been flying about 100 feet apart over the Atlantic when something flew right between them, narrowly avoiding a mid-air collision. The pilot described the object as a sphere encasing a cube. These were just a handful of the nearly daily instances of UFO encounters aboard and around the Theodore Roosevelt. Were all the pilots crazy? Was it all an elaborate prank? Maybe, but you don't mess around with flight safety reports, and the video from the fighter jet is highly unusual. If the pilots are to be believed, the objects they encountered would change direction 90 degrees without pause and accelerate to and decelerate from hypersonic speed nearly instantly. Each of these things would kill a human pilot. Are they classified military drones? Maybe, but as Lieutenant Graves says, we have helicopters that can hover. We have aircraft that can fly at 30,000 feet and right at the surface. But combine all that in one vehicle of some type with no jet engine, no exhaust plume. It does seem unlikely that the military would be sitting on such a highly advanced aircraft, and even more unlikely that they would train with them in such close proximity to so many witnesses and potential hazards. At the end of the day, there could be mundane explanations for these mystery sightings. a malfunctioning computer system, maybe an elaborate military prank. But what if they're real? You know what else could be real? Your very own professional website from Wix. Seriously, if you need a website, Wix is the way to go. Wix helps you build a sleek, professional website to showcase your skills, sell products, book gigs, and just about anything else you could want. Wix does all the heavy lifting like hosting, custom domains, email marketing, and more, allowing you to focus on the creative side of things. You have total creative freedom over your websites, allowing for limitless possibilities. And you don't even have to be a web designer. Wix caters to everyone regardless of skill level, whether you're a novice, business owner, or a seasoned website builder. So if you want to build your very own professional website, visit Wix by following the link below.